my gosh, I swear I had it. Hey guys, if you're watching this video, you're experiencing life with me, Ayana B, and welcome to the experience. Alright guys, so hopefully this is my last take making this video, but before I start this video, I want to let you guys know that police brutality is still a disease that continues to fester in America. So if you want to figure out ways to make a difference and be the change in the world, I have put links and websites in the description box below, so you can go check those out because people are doing GoFundMe, petitions, information about rallies and protests. You can contribute in any way possible. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Wow, okay guys, so I'm outside, so if you hear things in the background, just ignore that. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, I have literally done like 8 takes doing this video, either because y'all, it's 99 degrees outside, it's hot, I'm breathing hard, probably dehydrated right now, but you know what, we could do this. Let's get into this video. We got this. And there's fireworks outside, so just ignore that. So I was thinking, like, this generation, a lot of people in this generation acknowledge that Generation Z is the generation that cannot love authentically, and we have a hard time obtaining or sustaining a relationship. So a lot of people acknowledge that, but we don't really ask ourselves why, and this is what this video is for. Why is Generation Z have such a hard time loving authentically, and what can you do to avoid that and not be like it? So I am reading from my notebook, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. But the first thing, guys, is I feel like this generation really has a hard time being intentional in their This generation has a really hard time being intentional in their singleness. So what do I mean by that? So I feel like a lot of people feel a sense of void just being by themselves. They're not whole, they're not complete within themselves. So while they're single, they try to date excessively, they go to different people that don't really fill their emotional, physical, and spiritual cup, and they just waste their time while they're single. While you're single, you have all of this time in the world to learn about yourself and overcome your insecurities, learn about where you want to be in your life. But since we are too busy chasing things that don't matter, excessive materialism and consumerism, just things like that, we kind of miss out on the opportunity to be the best versions of ourselves or work towards that. So I feel like to avoid that is be intentional during your singleness. I don't know who I'm talking to. If you're single in your relationship, you can do this even in your relationship, but constantly self-reflect on, is there anything I'm struggling with internally and how can I overcome it? Self-reflect on your goals. Where do you want to be in life? And then self-reflect on how you're feeling every day, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. The more you self-reflect, not only are you more equipped to learn, not only do you learn more about yourself, but you're more equipped to figure out who you want in your life because you're learning about yourself. You're learning what you require and what you need and the kind of person you are. And you're starting to enjoy your own presence. It's important that you feel complete and whole within yourself before you can get with another person, because if you feel like a half, if you feel empty just being by yourself, you're kind of going to put an expectation subconsciously on that person to fill a void within yourself. And that is so much pressure. Nobody want all that pressure. All right, guys. So like I said, be intentional in your singleness. Take yourself out on dates. Self-reflect. Do a lot of things. I'm telling you. All right, guys. Next thing, I feel like in this generation, we have such a hard time loving authentically and sustaining relationships is because, ooh, y'all, this is a big one. We settle. Do not. Hi, Mom. Close the door, Mom. No, it's just the top. Bye, Mom. Close the door, Mom. Okay, anyways, guys, sorry, that was my mom. The woman in the eating the condiments video. But anyways, that's not important. So I said the second thing is we settle. Sometimes I feel like there's just this misconception in our minds that there's not more than 7 billion people in this world, on this planet. There's an abundance of people that has different experiences and different perceptions, but for some reason we settle for the people that are not meant to be in our lives, that don't help us grow, that don't pour into our emotional, physical, and spiritual cup. And I think that is an issue because sometimes I guess we feel that that's the best that love can get. You always have to ask yourself, is this the best that love can get? Always ask yourself, is this the best that love can get? And be honest. If the answer is no, trust me, do not settle. There is somebody that God has for you. Just do not settle. And don't settle just to say that you have somebody, because trust me, guys, relationships are a lot of work. And if you're going to be in one, you're going to want to be with somebody you enjoy, somebody you know that I did not settle, and this is a person that I know is for me. And pray about it to God. Pray. You guys know I have to bring God in everything. Pray about it to God and ask him, God, can you please prepare me for the person that I'm asking for, and in your perfect timing and in your will, let us be known to each other. Let us meet and cross paths. Because y'all, trust me, God made you. He created you. So he knows, he knows the person that is meant to be with you. Sorry, y'all, my mind just went blank. Y'all, I'm breathing hard because it's hot outside. It's hot outside. All right, number 3. I feel like a big problem in this generation that you need to avoid is don't lie about where you stand and don't try to hold back. And what I mean by that, so as you know, Generation Z, we are famous for this talking stage, this in the middle stage where you're not dating, but you're not completely single, and you're trying to figure out where you guys want to be towards if you guys want to pursue a relationship. And I feel like a lot of people, they kind of sugarcoat during that talking stage. Nobody really wants to be intentional and like tell them, hey, I don't really want to be with you. I just like your company. You're a convenience. Your existence is a convenience in my life. Yeah, that sounds harsh, but it's important that you communicate those kind of things because that person deserves to know where you guys stand so they can figure out if they want to leave or continue to have their time being wasted, you know? I feel like if you just want one thing and nothing else from that person, you need to tell them that. And if you want something more from that person, tell them that. Because trust me, guys, communication is key. I know it's a cliche. I know everybody says it, but it's because it's true. Communication is key. Once you communicate, you guys know where you both stand. So you guys both have that opportunity and that advantage to see if you want to be with that person or just leave and find something better or find something that you're actually looking for. Okay? Communicate. Okay? Communicate. Be the person that asks, hey, what are we? What are we doing? And no, that's not you being clingy. That's not you being annoying. That's you, staying true to yourself and saying, hey, I don't want to just I just don't want to be stranded in this little situationship and just thinking that we're going towards something else when we're not. Okay? Whew. See, I was rambling on that one a bit, but that was an important one. Communicate. All right. Number 4. I feel like, I'm all up in the camera. Okay. Sorry, y'all. It's hot out here. It's hot outside. It's hot outside. Whew. Let me take a breather. Whew. How y'all doing? Okay. Y'all, sometimes y'all gotta take them breathers because y'all, it is 99 degrees. Anyways, I feel like the problem, number 4, is egotistical. A lot of people are so fixated on, keeping their pride and making sure that they're the one that's right and making sure that they're the ones on the top when that's not the way it's supposed to be. Like in relationships or just in general, the goal should be love, and you shouldn't be fighting against the person that you love. You should be fighting against the problem, but that's a whole nother topic. So like I said, egotistical. Nobody knows how to communicate because it's uncomfortable, because it's vulnerable, because it's honest and it's real and it's raw and it's authentic, and we want to be prideful. We want to be the ones that are right. We want to be the ones that are on top. And I feel like the problem is, if you want to avoid this generational mistake, communicate how you feel, even if it's uncomfortable. Second, respect the other person. Anybody, you should respect anybody, but more specifically, we're talking about relationships, this spectrum, this dynamic. Respect the other person that you're with. So don't be cussing them out when you're arguing. Even though y'all both do it and that could be the norm, don't cuss that person out. Don't belittle them. Don't call them out their names, because you never want to make someone feel like they're not enough, like their existence is inadequate. Okay? So if you're the person that cusses your partner out, that tells them that they're not enough whenever you're angry at them, or if you're belittling them, stop it. Because first of all, that person won't feel secure enough to come to you when there is an issue. You don't want that toxicity. Anyways, number 3, apologize and compromise, because that is something just Generation Z has a difficult time doing. Apologize, guys. Apologize and compromise. I know relationships isn't always going to be perfect where everybody always gets their way, but it's important that you guys meet in the middle, because at the end of the day, it is a partnership. One person shouldn't be always getting their way or, getting what they want, while the other person is feeling deficient, feeling like the relationship is deficient. So I say apologize, compromise, talk about what you guys need in the relationship. And if you guys both literally cannot, provide that, meet somewhere in the middle, because like I said, the goal is for the reconciliation and the preservation of your relationship. And apologize, okay? It's okay to apologize. What would you rather have? To be right or to not have to be right or to have a relationship? Which one? If it's a quality relationship, it's a good relationship, I say don't choose the pride. Don't be prideful. Ooh, y'all gotta take another breather. Y'all, sometimes I don't be breathing when I talk. Actually, yeah, I do, because that's not possible, but still. Okay, number 5. This is a big one. This is something that I have a hard time struggling. I have a hard time with. 5, this generation we really overthink relationships. We overthink love, we overthink it, and we can't enjoy it because we overthink it. Sometimes whenever we're in the presence of somebody that we're attracted to or that we want to be in a relationship with, or when we're even in a relationship, we often always think about, okay, does that person like me? Does he like me? Does she like me? How do they feel about me? But it's important that that's not the question you should be asking, whether they like you or not. The question you should be asking is, how do I feel in their presence? Shout out to this woman, I'm gonna put it right here. She had a tech talk about marrying yourself. I'm gonna put it right here because you need to watch that. She said that. She said she was on a date, and usually she would be asking, oh my gosh, does he think I'm beautiful right now? How does he think our conversation is going? But she never really stopped and asked herself, hey, how do I feel in his presence? Ask yourself, how do I feel in her presence? If you don't feel good, then dip. It's not about how that person perceives you. It's about how do you feel in their presence. It's not about what they think. It's about what do you think. What do you think about yourself? So stop overthinking it. Enjoy it. I understand that love can be scary because it's uncertain. It's something that you can't control. You can't control the outcome. It's kind of like a gamble. It's kind of like a gamble. There's this quote that says falling in love is socially acceptable insanity, because it kind of is. You're kind of putting your heart on the line, and you don't know if that person is going to continue to mend it or if they're just going to break it. So yeah, it is crazy. It is, but that's kind of what makes life worth loving. So enjoy it. And if you're somebody who's scared of love, because I used to be scared of love, if you're scared of love, always remember, love did not hurt you. Love did not hurt you. The person did. Abuse did. Anger and hate did. But love did not hurt you. Love didn't hurt you, the person did. Love didn't disappoint you, the person did. So instead of you overthinking and saying, oh my God, because trust me, y'all, I still have a problem with overthinking. Don't think about whether the person likes you or not. Think about how do you feel in their presence, and freaking enjoy it, okay? Freaking enjoy love, because it's what makes life worth living. All right, y'all. So I have two more. Number 6, I feel like a big problem this generation has is we are too quick to be physically intimate. We're too quick to have sex. We really have a big hook-up culture, and I feel like that is problematic and it's an issue. Now, I'm not judging anybody. If that's you, do what you do. But I do feel like being too quick to have sex, it will cloud your judgment, whether you believe it or not. I feel like there's this big conception going around where, it's just sex. And you know what? Maybe that could be true for some people, but what I feel is, I feel like when you have sex with somebody, it's more likely to cloud your judgment, your emotional judgment. And it also can become the basis of your relationship. If you have sex with somebody too quickly and you rush into it, sometimes I heard of a lot of couples when that's all they have in common. That's all they do. They don't like to sit. They don't like to talk. All they do is have sex. All I'm saying is learn about the person that you're with. Take the time to learn about them. Take the time to be with them and enjoy their presence, and see if they're even worth giving. See if that person is even worth, like, experiencing your body, experiencing your temple. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Y'all, people in this generation say sex isn't deep. To me, it's deeper. To me, sex is deep. To me, it's intertwining of souls. I'm that one. I'm the one that believes that sex is a soul tie. So I'm saying that before you guys intertwine, if you're just not going to wait till marriage, and if that's just off the table for you, please don't give it up. Don't give it up too soon, man. That goes for girls and boys. I'm not just talking to the ladies. I'm talking to y'all brothers too. All right, last one. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it was good enough for you. Sorry I'm talking low, y'all. I have neighbors all around, and I don't want to interrupt whatever they got going on. But last one is social media. You know we have to say the best for last. We already know we are a technological generation, and social media is something that we cling to. And I feel like there are so many relationships where their relationship is based off of social media. It's based off of texting. People would rather post about their feelings and post about their issues rather than really talking about it. People would rather text, and people would rather call rather than meeting in person. Understanding, I know the current predicament of COVID and all the things that is happening in this world, so of course we can't be impersonal. But I'm talking overall. This generation, before even COVID happened, we had a hard time communicating and just learning how to be in each other's presence, because we learned how to base our relationships or make the center of our relationships technology, and that is problematic in itself. The whole point of relationship is human to human interaction. That's what you get from it, the gratification of human to human interaction. So I feel like please try to, how do I say this, try to be with a person, not now because of course COVID, we don't want that Rona, we don't want Miss Rona, but try to be with that person and enjoy their presence, because trust me guys, people can manipulate their words in text messages. Like, texting ain't everything. People can manipulate their words. You really don't know the energy, because there's no energy transfer in text messaging and calling and all that kind of stuff. So I'd say be in person and enjoy the presence and see if that's the person that you could really, you know, be with. But that is it. I hope this video wasn't too long. We're at 14 minutes and 40 seconds right now, so that's a good record for me, guys. Usually I be talking too much. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't watched this video, you have experienced life with me. Y'all like my little head rag? This is so cute. You have brown's my favorite color, by the way, if you couldn't tell. But you have experienced this life with if you watch this video, you have experienced life. If you watch this video, you have experienced life with me, Ayana B, and thank you for embarking in this experience. I don't know where I was going with that, but like I said, continue to check the description box below, because I have provided websites and links to contribute to the movement. I do not have a social media, so if you want to talk to me about relationship advice, just advice in general, or you just want to reach out to me, please, I'm gonna give you a whole section right here. This is my email, ytlifewithayanaB@gmail.com. And that is about it. So guys, I'm gonna see you in the next video.